The 14th most common question that is there in the minds of non-Muslims is that why does Islam prohibit having intoxicants? Why is alcohol prohibited in Islam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 90. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you believe, innamal khamru wal maisiru, most certainly intoxicants and gambling, wal ansab wal azlam, dedication of stones, divination of arrows, rijsum min amal shaitan, are an abomination from Satan's handiwork. Fajtanibuhu la'allakum tuflihun. Abstain from such abomination that ye may prosper. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that alcohol is prohibited, gambling is prohibited, fortune telling is prohibited. All these things, they are prohibited in Islam. And a similar message is mentioned in the Bible. It's mentioned in the book of Proverbs, chapter number 20, verse number 1. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. It's mentioned in the book of Ephesians, chapter number 5, verse number 18. And be not drunk with wine. So even the Christian scriptures, the Bible, it prohibits having alcohol, which is mentioned in the book of Ephesians, chapter number 5, verse number 18. Even the Hindu scriptures, it prohibits having alcohol. It is mentioned several times in the Vedas that alcohol has been prohibited. It's mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 225 to 228, that alcohol has been prohibited. Now let's analyze what are the logical reasons why alcohol has been prohibited in Islam. Today science tells us that a human being has an inhibitory center. And this inhibitory center, it prevents a human being from doing things that he considers wrong. For example, a person knows that using abusive language, especially while addressing his elders, it is incorrect. And when he has to attend the call of nature, he knows that he has to go to the restroom. And his inhibitory center will prevent him from doing so in public. But when a person has alcohol, his inhibitory center itself, it is inhibited. This is precisely the reason that when a person is intoxicated, many of these people, they tend to use abusive and foul language. Neither do they talk, nor do they walk properly. Many even urinate in their clothes. They do it in public. So today scientific research tells us that when a person is intoxicated, he commits many things that are prohibited. According to the FBI report, in the year 1990 alone, 1,756 rapes took place every day. And majority, more than 50% of the rapes, they were committed in the state of intoxication. The statistics tell us that 8% of the Americans, they commit incest. That means every 12th or 13th American you meet, he has committed incest. That means having sexual relationship with your close relatives. For example, father with daughter, mother with son, brother with sister. So statistics tell that 8% of the Americans, they commit incest. And in majority of the cases, either one or both of the people, they're in the state of intoxication. Today, the most dreadful disease in the world, it is AIDS. And the major cause of this is due to the consumption of alcohol. Many of the people, they say that I am only a social drinker. I have only 1 or 2 pegs. I do not get intoxicated. Every person, before he started having alcohol, he never had the intention of becoming an alcoholic. Every person started drinking alcohol as a social drinker. And I challenge you to show me a single social drinker who has been drinking for several years and has not got intoxicated. At least once in his lifetime, he may have got intoxicated. And imagine, even if you get intoxicated once, and if you commit a crime of incest or rape, the crime is so great that it is irreparable. The person who has committed the crime cannot be forgiven. It is an irreparable loss.